Hi guys, hello and welcome back. And let's just say there is no reason for me to have just gone MIA for the last 5 weeks, but I have, but I'm back. You couldn't get rid of me. So I was looking back at the videos I've posted, and I post so much on like confidence, on making friends, on self-improvement in those areas of your life, but I've never yet posted a video about romance and romantic life. And I feel like with first year coming to a close, having all these crazy experiences and learning about sort of the kind of relationship you want and whatnot, has made me like way wiser, and I think more ready to make this video. So the first thing I want to start with is, when there are so many sources online, they're like, oh, how do I get him to chase you? How do you get him to like change your mind about you? All those videos where it's like you have to like somehow coerce or play games with the guy, because like that is a waste of your energy. Your energy should be going towards pursuing yourself, making yourself better, working on your self-worth, having fun with your friends. Like, why would you spend your energy on trying to convince someone to like you? Like, even saying that out loud, why would you waste your energy on trying to convince someone to be interested in you? If they're not interested in you in the first place, then you don't need to convince them, because the right people that are interested in you will be interested in you. That strong belief in yourself. The right people that are interested in me will be interested in me, and then watch how that manifests in your life, because it will. When a guy likes you, it's so fucking obvious and you don't question it. And you just know, like, that's how simple it is. And if a guy's like unsure, if a guy's questioning it, then literally all you have to be is like, okay, cool. Because at the end of the day, that's your answer. They're unsure. They're unsure about you, and that's fine. Most guys will be so fucking direct when they like you. That's just something that guys do. So I don't want to hear any of these like comments where it's like, I don't know if he likes me because he told me this, but then he acted that way. And it's like, you would know if he likes you. First of all, guys will be like verbally expressive. And also, second of all, if they're unsure or if they're like uncertain, then take that as your sign that they're not. Okay, so I just filmed like one of the best 30-second sections I've ever filmed, and my phone didn't have any storage, so that's great. I always think that's the best way to go into it, is assume that they don't until they explicitly and expressly tell you, yes, I fancy you, or yes, I like you. That's the best way to like protect yourself as well, protect your heart, because you don't want to be like, oh, like he told me he likes me but he acts this way, and like your heart be in that limbo, because that's not fair on you. He wants more and he's interested in me, then we're not friends anymore. And that's just what you should base off. So I always think, operation, start your base with friends. Always, and it never goes wrong. So yeah, top tip, next time you feel yourself slipping into like insecurities, into like the, oh, I don't know if he likes me or not, because I'm getting these mixed signals and he said this, my friends think this. And it's like, when you feel yourself slipping into those insecurities, and that's totally normal, because when you're starting a relationship with someone and it's new and you don't know them very well, it's very easy to be like, oh, do they really like me? And it's easy to get consumed by that thought. But another good thing to remember is just think about it from this perspective. Always like, do I like them? Don't think about whether or not they think you're cute or they think you're interesting or funny or whatnot. Think about it in like, would I see myself with them? You don't need to answer that question with like a solid yes or no. You don't need to think like, yes, 100% I'm interested in them. Like, literally just be so chill and go with the flow and just be like, I could be interested in them, but I need to get to know them better. Or I could be interested in them, but I need them to show me like better interest before I like settle. So yeah, I haven't actually been doing this a lot, so I need to get on this. This is a reminder to myself. But gratitude lists, what am I grateful for? Literally, you can do it every single day. I've got a massive whiteboard in my room. Just write on it and be like, what am I grateful for today? And you can do your family, your pets, my cats, just little things, little experiences you had in that week. So I think, to summarize, the hard and fast rule is, if you're in doubt, he doesn't like you. Literally just go like that. If you're in doubt, he doesn't like you. If he liked you, you would know it. And I always think that, and it's so true. Like, in all my experiences, when a guy likes me, I'm never like in doubt, because they've made it so fucking clear, and that's just how it should be. And before I finish this video, I just want to say as well, remembering and learning to be content on your own. Like, a relationship is nice, it's great, like beautiful thing to share your life with someone really deeply and intimately, but also being self-fulfilled and content in your own energy, in your own company, is always, I think, way better as well. But is like just as great, and you should learn and be comfortable in that just as much. If you always find yourself drawn to relationships or you feel codependent, it's because you haven't learned that yet in yourself, and you haven't learned to value your own company, and you need to work on your self-worth and self-esteem before you should get into any relationship. Like, before you put yourself on the dating market, think, am I am I really secure in myself? Because the moment you meet someone and you're not secure, those insecurities will show up like this. If you heal and you work on insecurities before you get on the dating market, don't know why I keep saying dating market, but go with it, then you will attract the kinds of people where like, they also feel content in their company. And it's not like a codependent relationship. It's like you guys are both your own identities and you merge together. But not merge, it's like you guys are like together, but not like this together, like this together. Like you guys fit, but it's not like merged. I hope that makes sense. I see this all the time, like older women, like you're turning 30 and it's like, oh, I'm still single, like no one's gonna want me, I'm so old. It's like, you're not that old. Like people find love at like 90 first of all. That rush puts pressure on you, and that then makes you seem more insecure and desperate. And so to say like, oh, don't rush, don't put any pressure on it. Obviously that sometimes naturally just occurs because you're like, oh shit, like I'm getting older, I want to find someone, or I don't know, pressures that younger people feel, little pressures that you build up in your head. Those ruin relationships because they make your energy desperate and insecure, and that will drive away the other person because they sense it. I'll know if a guy's desperate because I'll sense it. You can literally smell desperation off people when it's crazy. And I'm sure it's the vice versa as well. Guys can tell with girls when you're desperate, when you feel insecure, like it's like a vibe you give off, an energy you give off, and it's very, very readable. And so that's why you have to be content in your own self before you start pursuing relationships. Okay, so now I'm gonna just give some tips, maybe like 5 tips. How can I remain secure in myself? Well, practicing self-love, so important, so important. And how do you do that? You need to say positive affirmations to yourself. I am worthy of X, Y, Z, or I deserve X, Y, Z, and daily or weekly, and tell yourself in the mirror, and tell your friends to tell you, or tell yourself to tell you. It's more about you telling yourself as well, actually, because your friends are external influences. But another thing is monitor the way you behave, because sometimes this happens, and I sometimes sense this as well myself. It's like I'll change or I'll do something differently because I'm like, oh, what would they think? And it's like, no, don't do that. Don't let your actions be influenced by what the other person's think, or like what you think they'll think, because you don't know what they're thinking. Back to my first ever video where it's like, you're not a mind reader. Really question when you do a decision that's a bit different to what you usually do. Did I just do that for me, or did I do that for people please, like to please them, or to satisfy what they think of me, like their perception of me? Like, be so fucking careful, because it's so easy to slip into like way of thinking, that mindset. And also just really working on having a secure mindset. Every time you feel insecure, then the mindset needs to be there to remind you, because it's natural to feel insecure. Everyone feels insecure, but you need to have that mindset there to remind you, actually, no, you don't need to feel insecure because you got strong self-worth, or I'm proud of you today. Like, just tell yourself that every time. Also, like working on yourself physically, like, oh, you want to have a dream body, go to the gym. You want to have a dream makeup look, buy the makeup products so that you can do that on your face every single day. Those are my tips on working on yourself and to feel more secure in a relationship, because I know it's something that loads of people struggle with, and I've struggled with in the past as well. You will see the effects, because as soon as you start feeling secure in yourself, as soon as you have that mindset locked down, the relationships, the secure people you attract will come in tenfold, and you'll have so many options you don't even know who to pick. And they're all secure options, so it's like anyone you pick is great. Whereas in the past, you were attracting insecure people and it was like, oh God, they're all red flags.